It's time to wake up to the livest show on your radio. It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
Nominated for the hottest internet online radio show of 2013
by the ATL's Hottest Entertainment Awards, courtesy of Passkey Entertainment. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram
at Beat Break Radio.
Wake your ass up. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Sean Garvey, a.k.a. The Architect. Did you know, let me ask you, Sharafat Muhammad joining with me right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. Do you know how I got the nickname, The Architect?
No, I don't. You never told me.
I was working at this one cable company not too long ago, which was my side hustle.
Okay.
And my supervisor at the time, her name is Michelle.
Okay.
She was so impressed with my work ethic there.
Okay.
That she decided to give me the nickname Architect.
Oh.
I wasn't feeling that at first. I'm like, why can't you just call me Sean? I mean, because number one, you know, I get paid. That's what it says on my paycheck. Sean blank blank.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It doesn't say Sean Garvey on my paycheck, just to let you all know, but you know, it does say Sean. And so after she was explaining to me why she called me the Architect, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Because with the company that I was working for at the time, it was a cable company, which ended up being a multimedia company.
Okay.
It was like building a house there. It was like building a house. You have to have the foundation first, and then you work your way up from there.
Yeah.
And so she would have us do like these prep sessions where doing what we had to do at the job, because I was in telesales.
Yeah.
Doing what we had to do at the job, we have to treat it like we're building a house.
Okay.
So I was there, and you know, and I was building the house or helping build the house, and she said, you know what, I'm going to call you Architect. And it just stuck from there.
Sean the Architect? Okay. Sean
Garvey the Architect.
Okay.
I've been called so many names, other names too besides the Architect, but we'll get into that later. Sean Garvey the Architect. All right. On the check-in with us, the Beat Break Morning Show Season 10, Sharafat Muhammad is in the building with me. Shouts to Tanisha. Shouts to Tanisha. Thank you so much, Tanisha, for checking in via Facebook. She says, I am always grinding. Thank you. I am always grinding. That's why they call me the Architect, Tanisha. Thank you so much. Sean always grinding. I don't know what to make of that. Sean always grinding. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have the other comedian in here in the building with me, because he would have took it to a whole new level with that comment.
Okay.
But it's not that kind of show tonight.
Tonight.
It's not. Who we got on the check-in on Instagram?
Well, we have Apartment Broker 8. He's joined.
Wait, you said apartment broke ass?
No, I said broker.
Broker. Oh, okay.
8. I ain't say that about no broker. We got the Soul Rider 1. Hello, guys. How y'all doing? Thank you for joining on the Instagram.
All right. We got a special guest in the building, ladies and gentlemen. She is here to talk about her organization, and this is the first time right here on the Beat Break Morning Show, because we never had an animator, a cartoon animator, join us right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. We open the door to many walks of life, right? Even animators like this one. And so she is in the building. We gotta be brief with our interview because she has a flight tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she sounded like a superstar. She sounded like a celebrity over the phone. Like, Mr. Garvey, I can only be there for just only a few minutes because I have a flight tanight that I gotta go catch. I'm like, oh, okay. Miss Bad and Bougie. Miss Bad and Bougie. We got Ginger, the animator, in the building. How you doing, Ginger?
I'm doing great, thank you, Sean.
Now you told me your last name. You told us your last name, and what is your last name?
Okay, my last name is Tontaveetong.
Tontaveetong.
Close enough.
Okay.
Most people usually get it wrong, or like my names are always spelled wrong. So I usually tell them to call me Ginger, because I mean Ginger is pretty short and easy.
Right, and it's 2 syllables.
Yes.
Yes.
And my sister's nickname is Peppermint, so it's like we're the Spice Girls.
Oh, look at you.
So cute.
See, that's why you sounded bad and bougie on the phone then. Okay, so you're here to talk about your organization. Is it an animated-based organization?
Yes. So I'm here to talk about ASIFA-South, and basically, ASIFA-South is an international animation organization, and we're the South U.S. chapter. So we're based in Atlanta, but we also cover places like Maryland, and also like expanding to North Carolina, South Carolina, and we have like a couple different missions. But our main mission is to like foster the talent in Atlanta and in the South. Especially like with our upcoming animation festival, which is in November 3rd and 4th. That's where we're actually having like different like animation blocks showing. And the one that we really highlight is the one called Southern Spotlight. And Southern Spotlight is actually like a lot of the animations that come from the South, especially like created like by local people. That's like our highlight. And those like animation, because of our animation society, we're one of like the 50 chapters in the world. And the it's like the biggest one is ASIFA Hollywood, and they do the Annie Awards. So that was like a big deal for the animation societies. And so like for us, we take these like animation from our southern blocks, and then during International Animation Day, which is usually October 28th, we actually ship it out to different chapters so that they can also watch stuff from our local chapters as well.
Animation has become very big. It has become bigger than ever. You know, when you think of animation, you think of not only Disney but Pixar and Disney. They're in the same box, right? And like I grew up watching cartoons, right? I grew up watching cartoons, but I grew up watching a lot of non-cartoon shows and movies and stuff because I always had this fascination of watching non-cartoon movies and TV shows. But like now, since movies and films like Cars and a few others that came before Cars and after Cars, I like Cars, by the way. It's like now I've become more fascinated with animation versus the non-animated movies.
Really?
Yes. Because of its consistency and the storyline. So what do you think about the animation today? It has become very advanced now.
Well, it's very interesting. Oh, Sean, like I grew up watching anime actually because I'm originally from Thailand. So like my dosage of anime are those like animation is like mainstream animation, but also mainly anime, like Japanese style kind of thing. And there's a lot of different like weird animation that comes in because in Thailand a lot of things are bootlegged. So it's not about the quality; it's about like quantity. So you get to see a lot of different types of stuff too. I feel like a lot of times animation people usually think it's for kids, right? But like with our society, we like to show a lot of animations that are also like weird, you haven't seen them before, are also very adult. And talking about like animation like today, it's becoming like something that a lot more people are understanding and opening up to, like seeing more adult stuff. Like for example, Archer is created here in Floyd County.
Archer, yeah.
Yes, yeah, and that's adult comedy, and it's won the Emmys, and it's becoming something that people are recognizing as not just animation but entertainment content just consumed in different media. And also because nowadays technology is so good, you see like live action movies with vis effects and animation like put into it, but most people are starting to not really as much differentiate between, oh, this is animation, this is this, unless you're bringing them to the theater and you want it to be kid friendly. But a lot of things are merging, like you watch Peter Rabbit, for example, that's animation right there, but it's considered something more live action too.
Right. Okay. Did you have a question, Sheriff?
I just want to know some of your background. You already gave us that, but what I wanted to know is some of the movies that you've actually worked on, some of your projects.
Sure. I'm also actually working on consulting for like animation segments for our local feature film that's coming out called Kaylee 8 as well, and it's about a little girl who has like autism, and it's by Molly Coffey, local local director, and it's all the vis effects is going to be done by like studio like Crafty 8 that did like La La Land, and then like Figure 8, Hidden Figures and things. So a lot of local talent. That's like my main focus. But previous to this, I did a lot of like different like commercials kind of projects also, and then like also do like animated segments for different types of stuff, and also interned at Floyd County as well too. Like on Archer is the main thing. But then like my main thing is also producing. So I produce not just like animated content, but also animation festivals. So last year I was also the producer for SIGGRAPH Asia, which is a special interest group for computer graphics, and it's actually that's where I'm going tonight. But tonight is the one in Vancouver. Oh. So there's
wow.
You going to Vancouver?
I'm going to Vancouver.
Bad and bougie, I'm telling you.
But I'm going to work though. That's the thing. It's like it in the beginning I was like super excited, and now it's gotten to the point where I see the hotel room and the conference center, and I get like maybe 30 minutes to breathe the air outside, and then I go back into the conference center. Yeah, so it's like it's basically when all like different like industry professionals come together, usually around like 15,000 people, and from like Pixar, DreamWorks, and all like top dogs kind of thing. Oh, they are really top dogs. And then like they show up the latest technology, like because in the first the first Pixar short actually debuted at SIGGRAPH as well too. Yeah, but it's a lot of scientists and researchers as well. And sometimes I go into the panels, I don't understand them. I'm just like they'll be like, oh, this is like GPU, blah blah blah. I was like, nice. I thought this was a panel about Lego Movie, and it was about the Lego Movie, but the technical side of it. So I kind of just like zone off as well too. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So my question is, when do you sleep?
Oh God! Oh my God! That's the question. Sometimes I dread. Actually, a lot of people have been asking me that in the past thing, and right now I'm doing a couple of different things. So I haven't been sleeping much, but I should. Right now, my average in this past month, because I'm busy doing all these things, is like maybe around 4 or 5 hours a night, and then like the last couple of days, maybe just like 1 hour in 30 hours or so. But it's something that I am working towards not doing because I really don't want to die, and I want to have a balanced life.
No, we don't want that to happen to you. No.
Whenever people talk about the grinding that you were talking about, I'm like, grinding. I mean, like if you have a purpose, that's good, right? But you shouldn't make it into something that you're proud of. Not the grinding part, the part about like, oh, I've worked 70 hours, I've worked 80 hours, because that just means that you're overworking yourself as well too. So I'm trying not, trying not to do that.
Cool. Yeah.
Nothing.
Hey, you want to talk about what?
ASIFA.
ASIFA-South. For those who are just tuning in, we're talking to Ginger, the animator from ASIFA-South.
So ASIFA is actually an acronym.
Yes.
Can you tell us what that stands for?
No. It's a French acronym. It's like association. Like I'm butchering it. That's why I was like Association du Film. I mean, if they're here right now, the international chapter would be like, oh, what is she doing? But that's why I usually call it the International Animation Society. It's basically that's what it translates to. I would love to pronounce it correctly for you. But
and it's French.
Yeah.
And also, it wasn't called ASIFA-South originally.
Yeah.
It was called ASIFA Atlanta.
Yes.
And that was in 1995.
Yes.
And then in 2016, that's when you guys changed it to ASIFA-South.
Yes.
Okay.
So
All
there's
right.
like so ASIFA-South actually has been here almost like 15-20 years already, and it wasn't started by me. It was started by Linda Semensky, who is in Cartoon Networks, and then afterwards she left to New York and things like that, and then like it just kept passing down. So it passed down from her to like some other people, like and then someone died, and then there's a whole history that you can read on our website, and then it came to like Fatima, who was a producer at Trick 3D. They do like a VR stuff, and also Elisa Lewis, My Animation Life, they do like recruiting and consulting kind of thing. Yeah, but then it passed down to me, and then while it was when it was down to us, then we decided to register it, became a 501c3 officially, and then started to expand more and say, hey, we're doing Atlanta, but we also know that a lot of in the South there's not a lot of animation festivals, or there's not a lot of like hype going on, because I'll hear my friends in South Carolina, they'll be like, there's not a lot of things going on here. So it's like there must be a way that we can reach out to them, and like that's why last year we also did an extended screening. We took our like International Animation Day portion, and we also like shipped it out to North Carolina as well. Yeah. Yes, so that's definitely what we want to do, is get like the southern part of it more showcased, because every time you talk about production now, it's always LA, it's always New York, and I was like, we have a lot of talent here. We have art schools here. We have like SCAT, we have GSU, we have like Georgia Tech, we have like Kennesaw State, we have like A lot.
So there's a lot of talent.
Yes, a lot of talent, but then like a lot of these talents actually go towards the West once they graduate because they're like, oh, there's not
opportunities there.
Yes, until recently about the tax incentive, where like a lot of work coming back in.
Yeah. So then I got back.
Well, Ginger, you gotta go. I know you gotta go. I know you gotta go and catch a flight. So once again, the next project you working on, Little Mermaid. Coming on August 17th. August 17th.
It's going to be in like some selected theaters, but in December it's going to be on Netflix. So you
nice.
Can watch it there too.
Hashtag Netflix.
And I think the latest newer project too is I'm going to be working as a studio consultant for School of Humans. They're actually they do live action, so they also have this thing called Screenland on Netflix as well too.
Okay.
And but they're actually working on a project which is animated with a patent technology that it's all local. It's all local right now. And and then they have like a studio in Poland that help like with them with different stuff too. And that's called The Liberator, and that's going to be in Netflix.
Wow.
But then I'm going to be helping with some other stuff that is not unannounced yet.
Okay.
Well,
Gotta keep it on wrap. But before she goes, for those who are interested, who want to learn about internships, who want to learn more about volunteer opportunities, you can go to www.ASIFA-South.com. You can also follow ASIFA-South at Twitter, and that's at ASIFA-South, no space between ASIFA and South. And then you can check them out on Facebook.
Yes.
ASIFA-South on Facebook.
One last plug is coming up very, very soon is we're actually going to have an incubator project. Incubator project sponsored by the School of Humans. So basically it's going to be, we're going to be working on some Facebook videos, which is going to be a combination of some live action and 1 minute of animation segment. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to open the call out to some animators and things like that too. And the Facebook video is it's by the guy who does like Dirty Jobs, I think, like series. And there's going to be an honorarium as well too, which means that some people are going to get paid, which is very important to our society because we don't want people to do free work. Yes. So that will be on an open call maybe soon, in about a week or so. And so if there's local artists and stuff, and they want to learn how to like animate, this is almost like a training course where it's an intensive like 1 month kind of thing. We bring people in, do some feedback, and then we train them how to use like After Effects and stuff like that too. So that's on a plug coming soon. So watch our Facebook for that.
Nice. And Facebook, where can people follow you at?
So it's going to be ASIFA-South, but if you are in Atlanta or the South, join our community Facebook page, as in like it's ASIFA-South Community Group. Yes.
Now is that just only on Facebook, or what about Instagram and Twitter?
Oh, we are also on Instagram as well too. It's ASIFA-South, and every end of the month on Wednesday we have a free mixer, which is located at Joystick, and also will be at the Land of 1,000 Hill. That's alternatively, and that's when we bring out like usually an industry professional from studios to come and talk to people about what they do, so you can like network and meet with them too, and it's free.
Free is always good.
Free is really
free. Now, one more thing before we let you go. What advice can you give? Because apparently you've been doing this for a minute now. What advice can you give to up and coming new animators or people that are interested in getting involved into the animation industry?
Definitely. Keep an open mind, because taking feedback and criticism is very important. I know people who are just get into the industry like really recently. Their skills are very like not so good, but then like because they take criticism really well, they're able to grow really fast. As well as the other thing is to network. That's like network like crazy.
Yeah, network. Absolutely. And you are in the right market for it. Everyone is in the right market for it. And like I said, animation has become a huge thing, and it's going to get even more bigger the next few years to come.
I can foresee that.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Definitely.
So maybe I have kids by then. I don't have kids right now, but maybe I have kids by then, and they would get into it.
It's a very competitive time right now. A lot of studios are fighting each other for animators, and especially like because of the post-production incentive that hit last year, a lot of the studios are like, oh, let's use locals. Yeah, and a lot of different states now are trying to put up some fighting tax incentives as well too.
Wow, that is. Give me the money. Give me the money. I want the money. All right, Ginger, the animator.
Thank you, Sean.
In the building.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I hope you have a safe trip
I do.
to and from.
Thank you.
And we are looking forward to you doing more big things in the animation world. Much success to you.
And
Absolutely.
Please come join us sometimes and be our guests in the mixers too.
It's free, right?
It's free.
Free. I'm just making sure.
Just another check.
Just want to check. We just want to make sure. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got fake news or not coming up in just a few moments right here on the Beat Break Morning Show, and a lot more. So don't go anywhere. Sean Garvey
and Sharifat Muhammad.
Sharifat Muhammad in the building. All right, so we're gonna play some more music. And Sharifat, in the meantime, where can people follow you at? I know they want to know where they can follow.
Well,
you.
on Instagram, because I'm not on Facebook. Sorry, guys. On Instagram, you can follow me at Sharifat27 on Instagram, and that's at SHERIF as in Frank, A as in Apple, T as in Tom, U7, and that's my name on Instagram.
Don't worry, we're gonna get on Facebook, y'all. We're gonna get on Facebook.
I was
Twitter.
on Facebook, but I had to get off when people's grandmas is trying to request your friendship. You know, that's kind of the clue. I'm like, boom, walk on down the yellow brick road.
It comes with the territory of social media. You can just block them.
I'm okay. All right.
It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Stay tuned.
The Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey, DJ Rolo, and the Wake Up Ladies. The only morning show where you can wake up next to more than just one woman.